Everybody.
What song are you singing?
I forgot.
I was thinking you'd go, celebrate good times. Come on.
I was thinking of the song from Blades of Glory where Chaz Michael comes out in the opening scenes and he's clapping.
Yep.
I don't know what it is. I'm drawing a blank.
It's escaping me too, but what's up, dude?
Feels like forever since I've been on this blue suede couch.
A lot of good things have been on this couch.
Come on,
A lot of hot people have been on this couch. Good, attractive people.
Yeah, that's true.
Have you done the deed on this couch with your wife?
We have not.
Oh, damn it.
It's one of the few places that we have not
done it.
Done it.
Don't ask me if I've done it here.
The answer is no.
I don't want to lie.
The answer is no.
You'll never know.
You're on a dry streak.
You will never know. What's up, man?
Well, I mean, how many Chili's waitresses have been in here?
Listen, I've switched over. I'm vegan now.
To what? What's your
joke? I'm not.
No, you're definitely not vegan. In fact,
I will never stop eating pasta. You pieces of garbage.
I was getting a Celsius from the fridge, and there was fettuccine Alfredo in there. It's probably about 3 weeks old, though.
It's about a week, and
it was
shout out to Val's Delicatessen, West Bloomfield.
It was in there last week, so it's over a week.
About a week.
So 2 weeks.
About a week, yeah. But that's don't I get credit for not eating it though? I know when the expiration date is.
I suppose you do.
Ha! Credit. But Speaking of credit, some people were looking for credit. Some people were dodging credit. This episode, season 5 of All Stars, episode 7, started off with people trying to figure out who gets credit for being they. So we come back from the Corey and Big T elimination.
They is a group of people, obviously, because we're watching. But anyways, we come back from the Big T and Corey elimination where they get eliminated.
Yes. And then we try to find out who
R.I.P.
they is.
Corey and Big T.
R.I.P. It was awesome having Corey back here.
Yeah, Corey's great.
Misunderstood, man, but I love him. He's a good dude.
I always enjoy him.
Yeah. So it could be Frank, could be Amber, could be Shane, according to the people in the cast. If
you think it's Amber, you're an idiot.
Yeah.
Just going to call it out. Say what it is.
Yeah, what was Katie thinking with that?
I think she was just trying to throw the blame somewhere else.
Yeah. Give some extra context. Dario is suspicious. He's wanting to know, if you're Dario, how do you approach working with Frank and Sam at this point, knowing kind of, hey, they're kind of
I think that if you're Dario, you have to let Frank and Sam bury themselves. Because like we've heard in the last 2 nominations, we've had this 13-year relationship. So let them screw you guys over and ruin that relationship. Because Ashley and Frank are very close.
So you're not going to do the preemptive?
No, I wouldn't do. If I'm Dario, I'm not doing it. Here's the thing. Why would Dario do a preemptive strike on Frank and Sam when obviously in the final there's going to be some level of cardio, you know?
You would assume so.
Yeah.
Although from the past couple challenges and the couple past eliminations, I don't put anything past the All-Stars people. And when it comes to All-Stars challenges, when it comes to All-Stars eliminations and All-Stars finals, you never know what you're going to get. But I think, if it's interpreted, and I don't think you would ever get Ashley to interpret it this way, but if Dario interpreted what happened last episode to be Frank's doing, I don't know, maybe you do that preemptive, but
I don't think it was. I think Frank planted the seed into Veronica and Katie's head and let them go along with it. Mm-hmm. And in fact, I don't think Frank and Sam would have voted for Ashley if she hadn't given them the heads up, like, hey, like we're going in anyways. Throw your vote at us. Okay.
It's an interesting perspective. So they show Amber and Melissa, 2 mothers trying to figure it out in the house. The next scene is Nani, Turbo, Devon kind of discussing what's happening. And then they show Shane chatting with Veronica and Katie, who he's been friends with for 23 years. And Frank is actually in that room, but they try their best to kind of like cut him out of the picture. What do you think about Frank infiltrating Katie and Veronica's brains, possibly over the likes of Shane?
That's what Frank does. Frank has an ability to take someone who he's really never met or been around, or maybe he has off the show, but there's, like Shane said, 20 some years of friendship there.
23.
But at the same time, Frank's able to tell Veronica, like, listen, this is a game. We're playing a game, and your team and my team are very similar in the fact that do we really want to run a final against the other teams that Shane's working against? Money speaks volumes. Frank is and when I say very, I say one of the most intelligent people to be on the challenge. And when I say that, I mean it's more of a social intelligence, and he is so charming and so easy to get along with that for Veronica to look at it like, sure, Shane, you have my back, but Davon's working with Nani and Turbo, Fessy and Amber, all these strong teams. So why wouldn't I want to work with Frank over you in just this game? Like, Frank does a very good job of convincing people. So I think Shane, it's incredible that Frank's able to take a step above Shane in this 20-plus year relationship. The clip they showed of them was like from 1945.
Yeah,
like it was
grainy.
It was like just barely post World War II.
Yeah, barely color.
And they're like piggybacking, chicken fighting in the pool, and it's like Frank's able to infiltrate that. If we've learned anything about Frank and Sam, and mostly Frank, is that like Sam is a great partner to have in the fact that everyone's gonna love Sam because we love Sam.
We do.
But Frank is able to play the political game so well that he's like able to get and infiltrate 20-plus year relationships. That's a powerful skill to have.
Absolutely. When you're able to take a relationship that has 20-plus years, but also appeal to the logic that makes sense to Veronica and Katie. It makes a lot of sense to get rid of these strong teams despite what it does to Shane's game. And also you make a great point too, which is, what would I rather have if I'm Veronica and Katie? Would I have a 100% commitment from Frank and Sam or a 50% commitment from Shane and Davon? Give me the sure thing, and give me the person in this game who's going to think the way I'm thinking. So Frank's, and I'm sure you guys have figured it out by now, I'm not a fan of the character, but I respect the level of game he's playing. He is the best player left in this house at the challenge.
I think he was the best player all around in the house from the beginning. And I think he's
You've always said that.
one of the best players on so Battle of the Seasons. As a almost 40-year-old man, I could say that he was the best player in that house. If it came down to a final, he probably would have beaten me one-on-one. Battle of Rivals 2, that's tough because he was teamed with Johnny Bananas, and they had such a stranglehold. Johnny did with the female side of the game, and obviously add Frank to that, and it's like...
That concludes the free preview of the Zach Nichols podcast.
So go to Patreon and subscribe to see the rest of the shit that we talk.
Go do it now.